My name is Moga Cosmas. I'm a member of the technical committee on the establishment of Commission for Truth, Healing and Reconciliation. Actually, I was not prepared to give an update, but because our chairs is not around and also Jackie Nasiwas is not around, so I was being assigned to give a brief update on the progress or the status of this process. Yes, first of all, we have concluded the process in the nationwide consultations for the establishment of Commission for Truth, Healing and Reconciliations. The technical committee on the CTRH has concluded the nationwide public sensitizations and consultation on the Commission for Truth, Reconciliation and Healing. CTRH, the consultations cover all the 10 states and the 3 administrative areas of South Sudan. And the technical committee has compiled the reports from the various consultations with diverse stakeholders and have come out with a comprehensive report that incorporates the views of the public. And this report shall inform the draftings of the laws on the CTRH as stipulated under the recognized agreements on the resolutions of the conflicts in the Republic of South Sudan. So far, we have done with the sensitizations and the consultations, and we have compiled the report, even in the same room, and we validated the report, and the report is already handed over to the Minister of Justice. And the importance of this update is that for you to know where is the report now. Yesterday, I managed to meet with the Minister of Justice to ask him to find out exactly where is the report lying as for now. And also, I met with the members of the task force. And according to the latest updates, after we hand over the report, we delivered the report to the Minister. He has met with the President, briefed President, and also served him with the copy. And he has briefed the Council of Ministers also on the process of these consultations. And he has been tasked to form a committee within the Ministry of Justice, the Task Force Committee. And that Task Force Committee is the one now working on drafting this law. Because they say this law will go to the Council of Ministers in form of law. So the committee, the Task Force Committee, comprising of 3, in which even I met with the head of the task force, headed by the Undersecretary in the Ministry of Justice himself, and the 2 members within the Ministry of Justice. So far they have designed the skeletons of this law, and they are working on it. And from there, when it is done, they will hand over to the Minister, and it will be tabled in the Council of Ministers. And after that discussion, it will be taken to the Parliament for endorsement, and from there will be taken to the President for the signature. So that will be the final process. And of course, we are working under pressure because this report is needed urgent for establishment of this commission. I think the other commission will have to be established, but the agreement says that the constitution of the commission is to include the commission on the CTRH and Commission on Truth, Healing and Reconciliation. So that is why it's holding the process of reconstituting the rest of other commissions unless this report is finalized. And also, one of another important updates in this process is that what is next, or what will be the next step after we deliver that report. We are facing a challenge when we went out. First of all, in this process, honestly, as you are representative of the civil society in the technical committee, we believe that in the first time where this process has gone inclusive process, because in the consultation itself, we have got 7 committees. For us, as a civil society in the technical committee, we are the majority. And later, when we carry out the consultations and we formed a committee to work on drafting these final reports on the consultations. and which even the head of the committee was from the civil society, Jacqueline. And some of us has got also a copy of that, that report. So we are confident that, of course, even the people also working on it, they cannot deviate from the views of the people that were consulted. And the report, it will come out as it was being carried out during the consultation. And another thing also is the involvement during the consultations. During the consultations, we have got a methodology for that consultation. We have got self-administered questionnaires, we have got a focus group discussions, and we have got a key informant. Those are three methodologies that we use for the consultations. And in terms of inclusivity of those participating in the consultations, I think most of the categories that we map out, all that are being consulted in this process, including the civil society and the government itself. We carry out consultation with the government, including the executive, legislature, and the judiciary. And also we include the civil society at the state, at all levels, whether PIAMs or counties. And also we included the chiefs. Also we include women's representatives. We include also youth representatives and academics and religious leaders. In all levels of the consultations, those categories all are included. And also the political parties. We bring all the political parties also for the consultation. So we believe that is an inclusive process in terms of the consultation. Now, the second phase of the consultation. Really we are running out of time and the government is living under pressure in terms of finalizing this process. But we have got a challenge where most of the people, they were asking us whether also will reach the refugees camps. Now there is a plan on the way. We are preparing to go to the neighboring countries or the refugees camp, because we believe that if we are not carrying out the consultation in the refugees camp, even in the future also the report will be having a challenge, will be having a question that whether the majority of South Sudanese now, they're in the refugees camps. So the views of these people are important. Although we cannot go to the actually we're supposed to have a three-stage of consultation. We have a nationwide consultation, we'll be having regional consultation, we'll be having the extra consultation, whether those in the US or in Europe. But because of the time and also the resources, we'll be just only going for the refugees. We map out, we'll be going to Uganda, we'll be going to Kenya, we'll be going to Congo, we'll be going to Ethiopia and Sudan, and also including Egypt, because we come to realize that the most of South Sudanese who are refugees in Egypt. So maybe in the next month, we'll be traveling again for these regional consultations. And while this process it is ongoing of the drafting this law. So that is just briefly what I can just say about this process.